Charlie, back to winning ways in the Betfred Championship with a big win over Sheffield Eagles last Sunday. When you've looked back on that performance, are you pleased with the way the team went?
Yeah, massively. I think the performance was key. It shows all the hard work that we put in day out of training. And I think that performance in particular has shown what we are capable of doing and what we're able to do when we trust ourselves, especially with the way that we played, the balls that we pulled and the plays that we played. I don't think we've done that against bigger teams, which I think has crushed us a little bit, but I feel like with Sheffield we've set a target on what we want to win for the next couple of games and who we want to beat and by what. So I feel like putting that in the place itself, I think it's been massive because we've set ourselves a target and I feel like we've delivered that well. So it's been good.
Started like a house on fire, 24-0 after just 15 minutes of play. I mean, you couldn't have hoped for a better start. How important was it to keep your concentration and composure for that full 80 minutes and not get too carried away with that really good start?
Oh, massively. I mean, at the end of the day, there is times where when you're up against bigger teams that you have to stay in the grind, you have to stay in the performance, and I feel sometimes when you do play teams, sometimes your ability and your skill slips. So it's making sure instead of giving a 40, 50 minute performance, it's giving a 70 to 80 minute full-time performance.
On a personal level as well, we've seen you move over to the wing. You're in the tries at the moment. Are you feeling confident back on that familiar wing spot?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more confident. Obviously, putting the ego side a bit away. Obviously, wanting to be a centre, being a bit more involved. But obviously, centre. Likewise, any position where I get put in, I've got a job to do and a job to perform, and especially in front of all fans and family, etc. We need to make sure as players we put on our best performance.
Moving on to this Sunday, then it's the final on the road home game at Odsal. Hunslet coming over there. I mean, what are you expecting them to bring out? Obviously, I know the bottom of the league, but is it a case of beware the wounded animal? Concentrate and make sure that we get everything right.
Yeah, I mean, all teams are difficult. All teams are different. It's Championship in itself. I mean, you can't expect to go over to play Hunslet to just roll them over. It's never going to happen, especially in rugby league itself. You've always got to train hard, perform hard, and turn up on the day. Last time we played Hunslet, I didn't play, but I know for the first 40 minutes they had us, and I mean it's just about sticking in the grind and making sure. I've just got soaking there, pal. Making sure that obviously we do stick in it performance-wise, and we make sure that we stick together, we celebrate everything, if it's an error or a turnover. So we make sure that we obviously celebrate the wins, celebrate the losses, but more importantly, we show that team respect. So at the end of the day, we can go over to another team, show no respect and absolutely get turned over and put on a little bombshell. But hopefully, the way that we're training and obviously that win against Sheffield has put us on an up. Hopefully we can keep that rising and finish the season on a high.
I just want to applaud your professionalism there, getting soaked by a sprinkler and carrying on.
Yeah, fuming about that.
My
First shower
apologies.
in weeks.
Finally then, 4 games to go in the regular season. Obviously it's a bye week after Hunslet, 1 point off the playoffs. I mean, this is the exciting time of the year now. How confident are you that we can kick off, knock 4 from 4 and make those playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Kyle's speaking to all of us and all the players know what's on the line, and I think we want to, well, the fans deserve it as well, and so do we with all the hard work that we started in pre-season and how we kicked off the first 6-7 games. I mean, going back to the performance that we put along against Catalan shows what we can do as a team together, especially when we're all close and we've got a good culture around. So it's just about sticking together and performing on the day, because at the end of the day you can rock up, you can be off literally just before you walk out the tunnels. So it's making sure that we're all secure, we're all good, and that we have a good training session on the upcoming couple of days, and we go to Hunslet and hopefully knock them over, and then the next game's coming, hopefully we get a couple more points and secure that playoff and then see where that goes.